guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be making a video about piercings, not specifically my snake bites, but kind of also about them because they are recent and it's kind of inspired me to make this video. So basically what I'm going to be doing today is talking about every single piercing that I have and have had in the past and kind of my experience with them and all those kind of things. So the piercings that I currently have are my nostril, my septum, and my snake bites. Oh, also I have my belly button pierced. I almost forgot about that one. 5 piercings altogether. Of course, also have my ears pierced, but that's just not exciting, I don't think. I don't know. Aside from I got my ears, which I got when I was very, very little, I don't even wear earrings too often anyways. The first piercing that I got was my nostril piercing, which is just this little stud right now. So I got this when I was 16 years old, so about 5 years ago, basically. This one, since it was my first piercing, I almost passed out because, honestly, I couldn't eat anything before because I was so nervous, and when I'm nervous I just literally like cannot eat anything. So I went in to get it done. It like didn't hurt or anything, but I was just really like kind of squeamish about it. So I remember after he like pierced it, I was kind of walking around the shop and I was like, holy crap, I need to sit down and I need some water. And he was like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'll be fine. My mom came with me for that one, which I thought was cool because my parents are kind of against the whole like piercings and alternative stuff or whatever, but she came with me just because I don't know, she just wanted to make sure I was okay and everything. And I had that one, it had a hoop in it for a long time, and then I've just ever since kind of switched to a stud. Sometimes I'll go back to a hoop, but I just think the stud is the cutest. The next piercing that I got was about a year later. I might have still been 16, but almost turning 17, something around that range. I got my side lip piercing pierced. I had that lip piercing for a long time. Like I only just changed it out like a year and a half ago when I got my vertical labret, and I thought it looked weird having the vertical labret. So yeah, for a very long time I was rocking just the stud and the lip piercing down below. After that one, I believe I was 17 turning 18, maybe around that range. I went and got my septum pierced, and my friend Dana came with me and she got her nostril re-pierced because it closed up or something. I love you, Dana, if you're watching this. My septum, I have to say, would be like the scariest piercing that I've gotten so far, this being my third facial piercing, because again, nostril was just kind of basic, whatever. Lip piercing just wasn't that scary, but I don't know, something about septum is very, it's like, oh my god, it's going right through my nose, and it's a very thick area, and you have to be, I think there's like stuff where like they can accidentally pierce it wrong or something, I don't know. I remember being really, really nervous, but also I just really, really wanted it, so I didn't really care. Septum piercing didn't really hurt, I wouldn't say, but it was very, very sensitive for the days afterwards. I had to be very careful getting changed and not to bump it or anything, as goes with like most piercings. I would honestly have to say my septum is like my favorite piercing. I think it's very, very cute, and I don't know, I feel like my face, like that's the one, like when I take this one out, I feel very naked. Like whenever I'm switching it out, I'm like, whoa, this is weird. At this point, I had the nostril, the septum, and the lip piercing. I'm sure you guys can follow this. I just want to make sure that I'm capturing everything. After that, I think just a couple months later, I went in and got my belly button pierced. This is my belly button piercing. I've had the same just basic dangly thing. I don't even know. I don't even like it that much, but I'm just too cheap to buy anything else. And yeah, so that's my belly button piercing. It's cute. I like it. My belly button was one that I was, again, very, very nervous for. I think even more so than my septum, just because, I don't know, I don't even like showing my stomach too, so that kind of gave me anxiety as well. But I don't know, something about just like having like a clamp on your belly button, and like I feel like the pain felt more like everywhere opposed to on your face. It's a very concentrated area. I don't know why, maybe that's like just me, but even thinking about it right now, it just kind of makes me feel like, it gives my stomach like a turning feeling. And also that one I went and got alone, so I didn't have anyone with me, whereas all my other ones I had my mom with me, my ex-boyfriend was with me for my lip piercing, my friend was with me for this one, and then my belly button was my first like alone one because no one was available. Got those few in for a while, and then I just kind of started to get bored, and I also saw there was this one person I followed on Instagram that had her vertical labret pierced and also her Medusa, and I really, really liked the look of that, so I was like, oh, I want to do that. And my plan was eventually to get the Medusa, but I never got around to it. Got my vertical labret pierced, which was my most recent piercing aside from the snake bites, which I just got like a week ago. I think I had that in for about a year and a half roughly, so I got it done a year and a half ago about. And at that point, I thought it looked weird to have the vertical labret and the one side lip piercing, so I took out my side lip piercing, and then I just had the vertical labret, septum, nostril, belly button, thing. Vertical Labret was another one that I was really nervous about because that one goes like literally right through your like literal lip, whereas like other lip piercings are just like through the skin below your lip, if that makes sense. So I was kind of like, oh god, that's really gonna hurt, like just directly up through my lip. But it wasn't that bad. It was just really hard to eat and drink anything because it was right in the center of my mouth, so if I wanted to drink anything I couldn't put like a can or like a cup up against my lip because it hurt. So I had to drink things out of a straw through the side of my mouth for a long time, and I couldn't eat things like sandwiches or like burgers or anything that would require biting into it, like an apple, anything like that. It was very hard, but once it healed it didn't matter and I could eat whatever I wanted. My only complaint really about the vertical Labret was it just really sucks with putting on like lipstick and everything because one, it's very hard to go around it and you kind of have to like push it up out of the way to get your lipstick fully around it and everything, and also throughout the day your lipstick from the top of your lip would get onto the ball and it was just never very clean looking, I don't know. But other than that I really like that piercing. Just kind of like over time it just started to really bother me that it like I couldn't just put on my lipstick normally. I always had to work around it and it was just an extra step, and it was just like I'm just so fed up with this. So I wanted to get snake bites because I didn't want to go back to just the one piercing. I was like, I want two. So yeah, that's why I decided to get the snake bites. And at first I was trying on just some hoops. I was just putting them over my lips to see what it looked like, and I did like the look of the three, like having the two snake bites and then the vertical Labret. But when I actually did go and get them pierced and just have the studs and the vertical Labret, I didn't really like it that much, so I took it out and now I just have the two piercings, the little snake bites, and I love them so much. They are my favorite piercing and I don't know why I didn't get snake bites sooner. I think that they just are very appealing on my face personally, and even a lot of other people. Like when I see people with snake bites, they're one of my favorites. I think they're very attractive, so I love them so much. I just got these done last Saturday, so literally like less than a week ago. This side healed a lot faster because I guess since I had a piercing in there before for a very long time, my body just like quickly healed. This one is still, it's pretty well almost healed, but it's just a little bit swollen still and tiny bit tender, but it's almost at a point where it is healed. Also, these piercings did not hurt me at all. I don't know if it's just because I built up like a better pain tolerance over the years with like getting tattoos and all that kind of stuff, but did not hurt at all. I remember he put the clamp on, put it through, and he was like, okay, like how are you feeling? And I was like, whoa, like did you do it yet? I feel like, I don't know, with piercings it's like they're scary like thinking about them, but when you actually get them done you're like, wow, that wasn't bad at all. And then it's just, you have to be careful when you're doing things like getting changed or eating things. But other than that, like piercings are not bad. If you think that you want a piercing, honestly just do it. Like I'm not afraid of it anymore. I would pierce anything. Not actually. I just don't think that piercings hurt. I don't really think that tattoos hurt. It's like it's something to benefit you and your style and how you want to look physically, so it's just like whatever, just do it. That is all of my piercings, everything that I've had over the years and everything. In terms of what I plan to get in the future, I want to get my tongue pierced because I think that that'd be cute to have the snake bites and then I could stick out my tongue and just be like, tongue pierced. And the other thing that I might want to get, but I'm also scared, I kind of want to get my nipples pierced, but something about nipples just kind of freaks me out a bit, but I think that the piercings themselves look good. But yeah, so I don't really think that I'll get my nipples pierced, but tongue piercing is definitely gonna happen. So yeah, that is my piercing video. If you guys have any questions or need help about anything, like if you want to know how to take care of piercings or want to know more in depth about how it hurt or whatever, anything along those lines, please leave comments down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching my video, and I will talk to you all later. Bye guys!